All right, so today we have to talk about frequency density. And histograms. How histogram looks like? A histogram looks like this one. This is a histogram. Now, one difference you should must know between the histogram and bar chart. One word is bar chart. In bar charts, all the bars will be of the same width. Okay, but in histogram you can see the width of this bar is this one, the width of this bar is this one, and this bar has larger width. This has even more larger width, even more larger width. In bar chart, all the bars will have equal width. While in histogram, this is a histogram, okay? In histogram, the bars may have different width. You can see this and this have different width. This and this have different width. So width of the bar can be different. When we draw a histogram, in histogram, two things are there. Basically, the height of the bar. In histogram, height of the bar is equal to frequency density. While the width of the bar will be equal to class width. Okay. Now, how we will draw frequency density, how we will draw a histogram, how to find the frequency density, all that stuff. Just have a look at this. First of all, this formula you have to remember. Class width you know very well. How we take the class width. That we took already. But still if you forget, class width is always equal to upper class boundary minus lower class boundary. For example, if I write this class, x is greater than equal to 5, less than equal to 10. So the lower class boundary is 5, upper class boundary is 10. Okay. So class width, for class width, I'm using already shortly CW for class width. Okay. Then another thing is frequency density. I told you frequency density in the histogram will be equal to the height of the bar that you are taking. So class width will give you the width of the bar. Okay. Now the formula is frequency density. Shortly for frequency density, I will write FD. Frequency density is equal to frequency over class width. So it means if for histogram you have to find the height of the bar, you need frequency and you need class width. Frequency always tell you the numbers, total numbers, okay? Number of objects or number of people. Class width will tell you the size of the class, while frequency density will tell you the height of the bar. Okay. Now, how we will take the question related to this one? Let's have a look at the first one that I'm going to take here. Just 1 minute, please. Let me choose, take the question about this one. First of all, one minute, sorry. Okay, have a look at this question. If I will take this question, is not it better if I open all the sheets at once? Just give me 1 minute, please. Okay, before we start, one more thing you have to remember about the frequency density. This is the formula of the frequency density is equal to frequency over class width. But if you have to find the frequency, we will use the frequency will be frequency density multiplied by class width. Okay. For example, if a particular bar is given, like let's say this is the bar. Now that will be frequency density and this will be the class width. So if you have to find the frequency, mean the total numbers, you should find this height, you should find this width. So that will give you the frequency in that case. Like have a look at this one. This question is the Bora record the number of minutes late T for train arriving at a station. The histogram shows this information. This is a histogram shown. Okay. Find the number of trains that the Bora recorded. I mean, these are the histogram for all the trains. Some trains are 5 minutes late, some trains are less than 5 minutes late and all that. First, let's take this bar, for example. For each bar, count. You can see how many boxes are making 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Actually, 10 boxes are making 5 horizontally. Yes. 10 boxes equal to 5. So what will be one box? One box will be 5 over 10, means 0.5. So this each box is representing 0.5. So if I will count from here, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes. It means this one is 2.5. Okay. Now it means if you will take the class width for this one, what is the class width for this one? 2.5. What is the height of this bar? Going to this side, what is each box? Check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Each box is 10 and here there are 12 boxes. It means this is 12, yes. So if you will find, because we have to find the total number of trains. How many trains are representing in this one? Because this is the formula for frequency will be frequency density multiplied by class width. Now if you will take for this box, for first box, the numbers will be 12 into 2.5 plus then how many numbers will be for this one? What is the width of this one? The width of this one is also 2.5. 2.5 multiply then frequency density. What is the frequency density for this one? This number is 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This number is 26. It means the width is 26 plus now take this one. What is the width of this one? 5. Okay. And what is the frequency density for this one? It is 15. This is 15. So it means it will be 15 into 5 plus now for this one. Starting from here till 25. What is the class width? 25 minus 15. It will be 10. Class width is 10. Multiply the height. Frequency density is just 2 boxes. And we know vertically each box is equal to 1. So it is equal to 2. Okay. So for each box we found the number of the trains. And this box represent how many trains? This one. This box represent these. This box represent these. And this box represent this. So let's calculate them. We're calculating 12 into 2.5 plus 2.5 into 26 plus 15 into 5 plus 10 into 2. Did we calculate everything accurately? Make sure we did not make any mistake. It's coming 190. Let's check again. 12 into 2.5 plus 2.5 into 26 plus 15 into 5 plus 10 into 2. That's 190. Should mean the total number of trains are 190 in this case. Okay.
Sir, why? Sir,
Sorry?
why we just? Sir, why just? We just calculate 4 trains, not the other 2.
I missed this one also. Sorry. I missed this one. I was just going to say that. Its class width is
Yes.
5 and its height is 10. So that should also be included, 5 into 10. Sorry, plus 50 more, so total will be 240. Thank you to remind me that. We must have to, if we are taking the total number of trains, so for each box we will. So I, by mistake, I missed this one that I wrote it then. Now it is clear. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Now next is part B. Calculate the percentage of trains recorded that arrived more than 10 minutes late. Now total number of trains are 240. How many trains are late more than 10 minutes? More than 10 minutes late are here and here. Yes. So first to find the number of trains that are late more than 10 minutes. So for this one, how many trains are 5 into 10? Yes. Here the number of trains will be 5 into 10 plus for this one the number of trains are 10 into 2. These are late trains. Yes. So late trains are 50 plus 20, 70. The total number of late trains are 70. Now percentage of late, how do we take the percentage? The number of late train divided by total numbers multiply by 100%. So that will give us the percentage of the late trains. So take the percentage of the late trains here, 70 over 240 multiply by 100. So that will make 29.166. So that you can round to 3 significant will become 29. First write 29.1661, then round to 3, 29.2%. So 29.2% trains are late. All the other trains are on time. Okay. So this is the way to find their percentage. First you need to find how many trains are late and then you can find the number of the trains that are late. Clear? Okay, let's see now move to the next question. Here a table is given. The heights and frequency. Calculate an estimate of the mean heights. We learn how to find the mean. Yes. In our previous class, we learn how to find the mean. So that is why this question I will not do here. If you find any difficulty in calculating the mean, let me know. Simply, you have to find x for each one, and then you will be able to find the mean. So here we are not going for the mean. Next part is question number 3. A group of 50 students estimated the mass m grams of sweets in a jar. This is the table that shows. Calculate an estimate of the mean. Mean we already calculated, so I will not go for the mean here. Okay. Next part is complete the histogram to show the information in the table. For completing the histogram, you need 2 things. You need class width. So first take class width for each class and also find the frequency density for each class. So make the additional table here, okay? Because you need class width and you need a frequency density. Then we will be able to make the histogram. What is the class width of this one? Lower class is 0, upper class is 200. So what will be class width? 200 minus 0, that is 200. What is the class width for this one? 300 minus 200, that is 100. What is the class width for this one? 350 minus 300, that is 50. What is the class width for this one? 400 minus 350, that is 50. What is the class width for this one? 500 minus 400, that is 100. So we write the class width for each. Now what will be frequency density? This is the formula of the frequency density. Number of student mean that is frequency, okay? It is frequency over class width. Now it means if you have to take for this one, it will be 5 over 200. It's 0.025, okay? For this one, 9 over 100. 0.09. 18 over 50. 0.36. Okay, 12 over 50. 0.24. And then 6 over 100 will be 0.06. So we write frequency density in class width for each class. Now what we have to do here, we have to complete this one. Like for the first class from 0 to 200, it is already given. First decide the scale, okay? You can see if we will be vertically, 10 boxes are making 0.1. When you go vertically, 10 boxes are equal to 0.1, sorry. So what will be one box? One box will be 0.1 over 10, and that will become 0.01. Okay, that's 0.01. It means each box is 0.01. So you can see the frequency density for this one was 0.025. So where will be 0.025? 0.1, 0.2, and 0.25. So that is, so first one is made. Now, what is the next one? The next one is from 200 to 300. Okay, this is 200 till 300. What is the frequency density for this one? 0.09. Okay, where is 0.09? 0.09 will be here. So from this one, this is 300. Make the height equivalent to this one. So this is your bar, you can color that one. Then the next one is from 300 to 350. It is from 300 to 350, it is 0.36. Okay, let's make from 300 to 350. I must have to check how much is each box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 boxes are making 100. It means each box is 10, 10. So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 350 will be here. Now from 300 to 350, what is the frequency density? Frequency density is 0.36. Where is 0.36? This is 0.3. Yes. 0.31, 0.32, 33, 34, 35, 36. So this will be 0.36. So make the height till 0.36. Okay. And this one, the width of the bar will remain 350. This one you can even point here. This is 0.36. Okay. Then from 300 to 350, from 300 to 350 to 400, sorry, it is 0.24. Okay, from 350 to 400 is 0.24. Where will be 0.24? This is 0.2, 0.21, 22, 23, 24. So this one, a bar you will make here. So you completed your histogram. The missing bar we also write. In first question, we learn how if a complete bar is given, how to find the number for each box. So in this case, that is Clear? Quite simple. Part B is a group of 50 adults also estimated the mass m grams of sweets in the jar. The histogram below shows the information of their estimates. This is the histogram of their estimates. Okay. Now what is the question? The question is use the information. It's better if I will zoom in a little bit. Use the histogram to make two comparison between the distribution of the estimates of the student and adults. Now, first of all, this is a group of 50 adults. The mass m grams of the sweets in the jar. This is their histogram, and that is the previous histogram. Okay, you have to make a comparison. For the comparison, when you have to make the comparison between the two bars, read carefully about each bar. Okay, when you will, so what we have to do, if you look at the adults table, this is for the table that is made by the students, yes, and this is the table made by the adults. Sorry, a group of 50 students, and then next one we completed, and this is a group of 50 adults. The group of 50 adults, in this one, if you see, the bars are like from 200 to 300, 300 to 350, 400. So if I compare that, looking at the table, this one, sorry, this one is by students, okay, and this one is estimated by the adults. If I have to make a comparison, for the comparison, look, the students, the histogram of student is covering more area, yes, so we will say they have greater range, because look at this one, it is starting from 200 going till 400, yes, but their message, they started from 0 and are going till 500, yes, so it means their range is more. So first of all, we will say the students, the data of the students, they have a greater range of estimates. Students have greater range. This is one comparison. The second thing, because we have to make two comparisons, here is given the second comparison. For second comparison, once again, if you look at the adults actually estimated more masses. On average, their mass is more. Why on average their mass is more? Because their range is less. They are starting from 200 till 500. So average mass of adults is more. While students started from 0 till 500. So their average of course will be less. Their range is more, so their average will be less. So we will say adults average mass is more. That these are the two comparisons. Now next, look at question number 4. The table shows the information about the masses m grams of 160 people. Calculate an estimate of the mean. Now mean already we did, we will not do it here. But part B is saying on the grid complete the histogram to show the information in the frequency table. We have to make the histogram. For histogram, what two things we need? We need class width. Okay, I will write the class width for each class here. And also I will write the frequency density for each class here. Okay. What is the class width for this one? 80 minus 30. 80 minus 30 is 50. 100 minus 80 is 20. 120 minus 100 is 20. 200 minus 120 is 80. That is class width for each one. Now frequency density, remember the formula of the frequency density is frequency over class width. Now let's take that one. 50 over 50 is 1, okay? 30 over 20. 30 divided by 20. It is 1.5. 40 divided by 20, of course, 2. 40 divided by 80, it will be 0.5. So yes, 0.5. Now let's make this histogram. First group is from 30 to 80. Okay, 30 to 80, because that is what is given here. 30 to 80. Okay, where is 30? Look on this side, if we carefully look at the table, from 0 to 40, 10 boxes. It means each box is equal to 4. Yes? No, 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 boxes are making 40. Yes? So one box equal to 40 over 10, which is 4. Each box is 4. It means this is 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. This one is 24, 28, and 30. 30 will be approximately here. This is 30. From 30 to 80. Now, what is the frequency density for that one? Frequency density for that one is 1. We already calculated. So what I will do, I will make a straight line from here till 1. Okay. And from 80, we'll make a straight line till 1. And now we'll complete this box. This is the first one. We completed it. Then the next one is from 80 to 100. It is 1.5. Okay, this is 80. Where will be 100? 80, 84, 88. This is 84, 88, 92, 96, and 100. This is 100. So 1.5, this is 1.5. It means your line should be starting from here and should go till 1.5. And now complete this bar. The second bar we also completed. Now for the third bar is from 100 to 120, and that is equal to 2. Frequency density is 2, mean height will be equal to 2. From 100 to 120, this one. In this one, you can make the bar complete. That is okay. From 100 to this one, say right, this is 100 also. 120 to 200 is 0.5. That already is made. So we completed the histogram here. This is an apple is chosen at random from 160 people. Find the probability that its mass is more than 120. Now first you need to find the how many have mass more than 120. This is 120 and more. So mean find the number in this bar. For this bar, what is the width? The width is 80. Yes. Multiply what is the height? Height is 0.5. It means how many total numbers are within this bar? 80 multiplied by 0.5, 40. It means this represents total 40. The numbers are in this are 40. So it means how more than 120 are 40 out of total how many? 160. Total number of apples are 160. So probability will be 40 over 160. That if you will simplify, so 40 divided by 160 will become 1 over 4. Answer is 1 over 4 for this one. Okay. Clear? Then part D is 2 apples are chosen at random from 160 apples without replacement. Now this time we are choosing 2 apples, not 1, and we are not replacing them. So what you have to do, you have to find the probability that they both have a mass of more than 120 grams. Now, how many are more than 120 grams? More than 120 grams are 40. It means if you will choose the first apple, so the probability will be 40 over 160. But now you are without replacing, so multiply, and for the second one, now remaining will be 39 out of 159. That we learn in probability, if you remember. So calculate this one. 40 over 160 multiply by 39 divided by 159. So that is 13 over 212. Okay. In the lowest form. Otherwise, you can write the answer in this way also. Without lowest form, that will not be a problem. And then second part is one has a mass of more than 120 and one has a mass of 80 gram or less. First calculate how many are less than 80 gram, equal to 80 gram or less than 80 gram. So how many are less than 80 gram? Mean in this one you have to calculate the number. For this one the class width is 50, yes, into the height is 1. So it means there are 50 that are less than, we have 50 that are less than 80 or equal to 80. So the question is saying one has a mass more than 120 gram, okay, and one has a mass of 80 gram or less. So in this case, we are taking it without replacement. We are not replacing them. If we are not replacing them, so what can be the possibility? There can be two possibilities. Maybe when you will choose, the possibility is that first, because you are choosing from the two, okay, maybe the first one has a mass more than 120. In that case, the probability will be 40 over 160. And second has mass less than 80. If it will be less than 80, then for the second it will be 50 over, but now total will be 159 because we choose one already. So 50 over 160, 159. Or for R we use plus. Maybe the first one you choose has a mass less than 80. So what will be less than 80 or 50? So their probability is 50 over 160. And second one is more than 120. More than 120 or 40. So will be 40 over, but this time total are now 159. So you can calculate this one. Okay.
Sir, for less of 80, why it's 50? Why we took 50?
Look, there are two possibilities. They are saying maybe the mass is, because we are choosing two apples, okay? We have the range 120 and more, and we have range 80 and less, okay? We know in this category the total numbers are 40, and in this category the total number are 50. Now when we will choose, what can be possibility? Possibility is maybe the first we choose from here and second from here, yes? Because we are choosing the two. We don't know which one will first come in our hands. So if first is from this one, so probability will be 40 over 160, and second, now these are 50, but now total are not 160. Total are now 159. Okay. Or
sir, I mean,
yes.
So my question is why less than 80 means the probability should be 80 over 159 or 80 over 160.
You are choosing from all. You are choosing from all. From all, the probability of less than 80 and more than 120 we are taking. That is why total number will be 160. If it is said that you are choosing from less than 80, then will be in that way. Okay. Got it? Clear, please, everybody, let me know. Okay, next question number 5 is the table shows the height of 40 children in a class. This is the table. Write down the class interval containing the median. The total number of students are 40. So where will be the median class? The median class will be, because the numbers are even. So for finding the median class, what you have to do, that we discussed in our last class, yes. Median class will be, you can say, you should take the cumulative frequency here, okay? Find cumulative frequency, 3, 14 plus 3 will be 17, 17 plus 4, 21, and then 27, 6 plus 21, and then this will be 40. So what is the half of this 20? So from 17 till 20 will be in this class. It means this is the median class. Okay. Calculate an estimate of the mean height. Mean already we discussed in our previous class. And then complete the histogram. For completing the histogram, this question I'm leaving for you. Okay. In the same way, write here the class width and here frequency density also, and complete this. That is pretty simple case. Okay. Understood this one? Please. Now, let me know if you have any difficulty.